So now we are going to discuss quartile deviation for discrete series. So no change in the formula. Formula for quartile deviation is Q3 minus Q2 by 2. Q3 minus Q1 by 2. So only the calculation of Q1 and Q3 are going to change. So how you have done for median? For median, you are going to calculate, just take out your median notes. How you have done? You have calculated cumulative frequency and you have calculated the value capital N by 2 or N plus 1 by 2. You have identified a value from cumulative frequency which is equal to N by 2 or more than N plus 1 by 2. After rounding the value, the entire column, the value above this x represents the median there. Similar steps here also. First what you have to do, calculate cumulative frequency for the data. You need to calculate Q1 as well as Q3. For calculating Q3, identify the value which is equal to or more than N by 4. There, as you have a median, as it divides the data into two equal parts, you have considered capital N by 2. As it is quartiles, divides into data into 4 equal parts, N by 4. Divide N by 4. The corresponding value gives you Q1. For calculating Q3, identify the value in CF which is 3 times, which is equal to or more than 3 times N by 4. The value gives the Q1. Once Q1 and Q3 are with you, you can calculate QD. So again, whatever steps you have discussed, let us do the same. So tell me, is it discrete or continuous type? As you know that it is clearly discrete one, as you have single observations on the variable. So it's a discrete one. Write the formula QD is equal to Q3 minus Q1 by 2. First what I said, to calculate the cumulative frequency. Frequency means this one denotes the frequency column. How do you calculate the cumulative frequency? Write down the first one as it is. 15 plus 20, 35. 35 plus 32, 67. 67 plus 35, 102. 102 plus 33, 135. 135 plus 22, 157, and so on. I think you know how to calculate the cumulative frequency column. After calculating this, to calculate Q1, what is the step you should follow? First you calculate the cumulative frequency, then for identify the value which is equal to N by 4, the corresponding value gives from X Q1. This means after, what is N here? Capital N is nothing but 195. The total of the observations is always gives the last value in CF. N is 195. If you add all these, which gives you N, which is nothing but 195. So N is odd here. So calculate N plus 1 by 4, which is nothing but 196 by 4, which is nothing but 49. So here Q1 is nothing but size of, you should write like this, size of Q1 is equal to size of 49. Identify the value from CF column which is equal to 49 or more than this 49, 15, 35, 67. So 60, even though 102 is also more than 49, but you should consider the value which is just greater than 49. So 49, 67 is the value here. Round up the entire column, entire row. The value from X gives you Q1. What is the value corresponding to this row here? 60. Q1 is 60 here. How do you calculate Q3? Size of third quartile means 3 into N plus 1 by 4th item, which is nothing but size of 3 into 196 by 4, which is nothing but size of 3 into 49, which is equal to size of 147. You identify a value from this column which is equal to or more than 147. This is the value which is 135 and 157. This is the value which is just more than 147. So round up the entire column here. So Q3 here is 63. Okay. So you got Q3 and Q1. Formula for QD is Q3 minus Q1, 63 minus 60 by 2, which is nothing but 1.5. Coefficient of quartile deviation is 63 minus 60 by, what is the formula here? Q3 minus Q1 by, which is equal to 0.02. We calculate the value around directly. So this is the calculation for discrete series. Let us do for continuous also. Continuous means for continuous series, so you need to calculate Q1. QD formula is same, Q3 minus Q1 by 2. So the calculation of Q1 is going to change and calculation of Q3 is going to change. What is the formula for median? Did you remember? L plus n by 2 minus CF by F into H. This is the formula for median. So as I said, median and quartiles are similar. For Q1, here the same, everything is same. In place of 2, you will get 4, as the quartiles divides the data into 4 equal parts. L1 plus n by 4 minus CF1 by F1 into H. Let us see what is this L1, CF1, F1, because we should describe all the terms in it. L1 is nothing but lower limit of Q1 class. F1 is frequency of Q1 class. CF1 is nothing but value just above Q1 class in CF column. So, and for Q3 it is formula L3. In place of L1 you will get, I said you these two suffixes are going to same. Q3 is equal to N3 plus L3 plus L3 plus. In place of n by 4 you will get 3 times n by 4, as it is third quartile. 3 into n by 4 minus CF3 by F3 into H. L3 is nothing but lower limit of, it is Q1 class, here it is Q3 class. F1 is nothing but frequency of Q3 class. CF3 is nothing but value just above Q3 class in CF column. You know that H is width of the class interval. Means I think these two are similar to median. L is same. In place of Q for L, Q1 you are writing L1. You are writing here n by 2, here n by 4 minus CF. As you have, it is for first quartile, everywhere you are repeating the suffix F1 here. Q3 also same, L3 plus. In place of n by 4, as it is third quartile, you got 3n by 4. Okay, minus CF3 by F3 into H. Let us do problem on this. Calculate QD for the following data: marks and frequency 0 to 10, 10 to 20, this is the data given to you. Frequency is 4, 8, 10, 16, 11, 7, 3. This is the data given to you. Small f you should write. You need to calculate QD. So what is the formula for QD? Q3 minus Q1 by 2 means you should calculate Q1, Q3 and you should substitute in the formula. Means first you should calculate Q1. So what either Q1 or Q3, always for quartiles you should calculate the another column called cumulative frequency. How do you calculate cumulative frequency? 4, 12, 22, 38, 49, 56 and 59. The total of these is nothing but always the last observation here represents the total of this and is 59. So what is the formula for Q1? L1 plus n by 4 minus CF1 by F1 into H. Just now we have discussed. So to identify this L1, CF1 and F1, you should identify Q1 class here. N here is 59. Okay, as it is odd, you consider n plus 1 by 4 as it is odd, which is nothing but 60 by 4. Okay, 60 by 4 means which is nothing but 15 here. From CF column, identify the value just above this 15. Just above means this is the value, 22 is just above. Round up this. This stands for, we call this as Q1 class. While doing, we identified that as median class. This is nothing but Q1 class. So if it is the Q1 class, what is L1 here? 20 to 30 is Q1 class. So the lower limit here represents L1. L1 is 20. Okay, identify the Q1 class. From there you can identify L1. L1 is 20 and this is F1. The value above this one is CF1. So F1 is 10, CF1 is 12. Width of the CF1, how do you identify? After circling the Q1, the value above this column, this Q1 class gives the F1. H here is 10. So Q1 is, what is L1? 20 plus n by 4 means 59 by 4 minus CF1 is 12 by 10 into 10. I'll write directly 22.7. Q1 is 21.7. Now you should calculate Q3. What is the formula for Q3? Q3 is L3 plus 3n by 4 minus CF3 by, same you will get F3 here and 3 times here. So what is 3 times? You should consider Q3 as, so to identify the Q3 class, size of 3 times n by 4, which is nothing but size of 3 into, just now we have that n plus 1 by 4 is 15, which is nothing but 45. From this CF column, you identify value which is just greater than 45. Clearly this is the value which is greater than 45. This is nothing but Q3 class. This is L3. Okay, F3, CF3. So 40 to 50 here is Q3 class. L3, the lower limit of this is L3. F3 is 11. CF3 is 38. And no change in the class interval. H is 10. So Q3 will be 40 plus 3 into 59 by 4 minus 38 by 11 into 10. I'll write the value directly, which is nothing but 45.6. We got Q3 as this. And what is the formula for QD? Q3 minus Q1 by 2. And you calculate coefficient of quartile deviation. Okay, thank you.